Today is really a day of sharing, exploring, developing all the work that we, the Music Hub, Escal and lots of schools around the city and nurseries are already doing for children's early years development. We've got lots of different people here who all work with early years music, partners at the Wigmore Hall, Early Arts, various other arts organisations around the country who are very interested in this area and who all do brilliant work. And it's really an opportunity to bring everybody together to share ideas, share resources and kind of just get a bit more energy into what everyone's doing brilliantly already. Musical Around's very much at the heart of this, and our concerts really are about bringing everyone together for this. The aim really for today is for people to go away with extra ideas, extra inspiration, new contacts from different arts organisations so that people can join up and develop what they're doing.
My brief for today was to talk about acquisition of language and how music imparts and shares that goal. We've used some theory and some research to get this going, but really I wanted the audience to share in some of the singing. So we've sung some simple songs using body language and eye contact with imaginary babies. We've used puppets to introduce stories. We've also sung a lullaby to get that kind of pulse moving. So a very interactive show. Language and music are so intertwined, so mixed together in their kind of constructs, as I demonstrated today. The cadences of speech are replicated in music. And music also is a vehicle for getting knowledge and understanding of vocabulary in. When we make music with our voices or instruments, the whole brain is engaged. So it's a real learning paradise. And I think people miss that opportunity to use music as this kind of extra exciting way to share language development.
Children can sing before they can talk, and they crawl rhythmically, they use digital things so brilliantly now that if you can get that in from such an early age, it will develop their learning much quicker.
I do work with trainee teachers and they get 3 hours. That is not enough to turn somebody into a competent music teacher. So that needs to change. I would like all practitioners to be competent in music so that they can sing and play with their children. And I would like music to be valued as, for itself of course, but also as a very, very underused teaching tool.
I'm Gaynor Flanagan. I'm Deputy Manager of Elmore Kindergarten at Middlewood. I've been in childcare since I was 18, and music in the early years, it just seems to be musical instruments in a box and the children not really taught the rhythm and how to use it. And I just thought, well, what a waste of an opportunity. We want to promote positivity about music and getting the early years children involved in music because it helps in so many ways. I work with a lot of children who have English as an additional language and feel that would help them. And with what we've just been doing with Sue Nichols, I can see it happening and working.
I run a business called Make Music with Kate in Buxton. I'm just starting out. I teach piano and flute, and I've started going into nurseries and after school clubs doing workshops with boomwhackers and storytelling and stuff like that. People in Buxton have been really keen to get young people involved in music. There's cafes around that have been asking if I can do workshops for them in all sorts of venues.
I'm Agnes Javer. I come from Bath. I'm working for FAST, which is Families and Schools Together. And so bringing families and schools into schools, creating more bond between schools and parents and also within the family. And I think music is an amazingly good instrument for helping that. So I'm hoping to bring that into FAST as well. Sue's workshop was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I love the participation.
I'm Helen Marshall-Serrano and I'm a performing arts teacher at Barronwood School, and it's a new post, and so I'm trying to do a lot of community, get networking, and I think this is a great opportunity for that. And also we've got some children coming this afternoon to see the Giddy Goat performance, and again all the teachers are really excited and they'll feed back to the other teachers, and we have singing assemblies every Monday, and it's just the way forward, isn't it? I just wish that all children could access music in the way that fantastic music in the round is doing.
I'm Karen Miller and I am a primary school teacher at Phillimore Primary in Darnall. I'm moving into nursery, so I want that little bit more of an understanding of how to incorporate, especially songs, with younger children, and a bit more confidence at singing in public, I think. Because doing it with 3-year-olds is fine, but then if you've got parents in, which we're trying to do at the moment, trying to be confident enough and know enough about it to do it in front of all of them.
I'm working for the Soundplay project, which is with Music in the Round, Escal and Sheffield Music Hub. The Soundplay project is a project for 3 to 5-year-olds across Sheffield, running in 4 schools. It's for children that have limited speech and language or need help with their speech and language, and we're going to try and help them by doing it musically. The musical songs and poems and chants and rhythm and instruments and visiting musicians, all sorts of things. It brings fun to something that might necessarily be quite boring or quite difficult. So we might do vowel sounds and consonant sounds, and we'll sing them in a rhyme or in a song. We do actions and patterns for them to remember, which aids memory really. I think there's so much music in Sheffield at the moment in early years and schools, but it's bringing everybody together to discuss what's going on, what they'd like to see happening.
I'm quite confident that I can go back now and say, oh, let's do this, and not feel, I think, intimidated.
It's great, loads of ideas for what I've been doing in nurseries already.
I think it's really useful to see lots of different practitioners and different age groups and how they can incorporate the different ideas into the setting that they're in, and it helps you think, what can I do where I am in my setting.
Said mother out, you knew I'd come back home to feed you. I love my mummy, said young Bill.